I just had to shop insurance for my primary residence this past week, and the premiums made my head hurt. What does the road ahead for Florida's insurance market look like? Welcome to Dre's Take. This week, there's a ton going on in regards to inflation reports and what that means for potential rate drops from the Fed, the bond market, yields, and subsequently what that means for mortgage rates. But instead of playing the guessing game we've all been playing of what are mortgage rates going to do, I wanted to shift lanes a little bit this week and talk about something that's important to homeowners and future homeowners alike in the state of Florida, and that is the homeowners insurance market. We all know that the insurance market here in Florida has been quite a headache over the past few years, and now with the catastrophic wildfires out in California, some of us are wondering how that may impact rates for the broader nation and if things are going to get any worse here in Florida. The legislative reforms that were introduced in 2022 and 2023 have worked their way through the system and are finally starting to yield some positive results. From restricting the assignment of benefits to contractors, to barring attorneys from collecting fees from insurers, amongst other measures, the legislation has yielded a dramatic decline in the number of policies that Citizens, the state's insurer of last resort, currently hold, while reducing reinsurers' premiums, which have increased profitability and allowed more insurers to re-enter the state. This has increased options for consumers and subsequently stabilized the premiums from continuing their astronomical upward trajectory that they were on. Last year, 15 companies actually filed for rate decreases, while 29 companies filed to leave rates unchanged. Now, although many of us would like to see further action taken so that we could start to see those premiums head in the opposite direction, the state's insurance authorities are essentially saying, stop, no more new legislation. They want more time to collect data and assess just how big of an impact the previous legislation from 2022 and 2023 are actually going to have in order to assess what they're going to do moving forward. And it appears that Florida lawmakers are listening, as only a handful of bills have been introduced in the House and Senate that include the word insurance. Now, some argue that the legislation, while stabilizing premiums, may be doing so at the expense of homeowners, policyholders. They're saying that the reforms have made it harder for homeowners or policyholders to retain attorneys to represent them, and this has emboldened insurers to deny more claims. Also, that even though pricing seems to be stabilizing, homeowners haven't really seen that reflected in premiums in terms of them heading in the opposite direction. Again, remember, 15 insurers filed for rate decreases, yet we're still seeing higher premiums. This has prompted some legislatures to speak out and say that more could and should be done to prevent abusive practices in the marketplace. So what do you think? Have the previous reforms and legislation helped or hurt homeowners? Have you personally been denied a claim as a result of these reforms? And what would you like to see done going forward? Let me know in the comments. Really interested. In the meantime, if there's anything I can do to help you with your real estate goals this year, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And until next week, that's Dre's Take. All right, y'all. Take care.